Listen, lads.
We've got to talk about this. Hi guys, today we're here to answer some of your questions that you left in the videos previous and basically just share some of our experiences so you just obviously get to know a bit more about us. So I'm with Tanisha Ellis, she's a contributing editor of Listen Lads, and yeah, let's start. And just to put out there as well that yeah, we aren't professionals, we're not mental health specialists, we're not from a support group, we don't work for the NHS, we're just literally here to provide our experiences and our answers to your questions, and hopefully that helps you in the long run. Have you ever been mocked for your appearance?
Basically, I'm a 5'11" girl, right? And I feel like when you're 5'11", basically 6 foot, you're gonna get mocked for being tall. Like, you're just gonna. Also, I've got pretty big lips. I used to get called fish lips, which was really fun. Basically, because my lips are big, they look like fish lips apparently. So, got mocked for that.
I don't think I ever got mocked for my appearance. It's more that like people I hung around with and stuff like that. It's more like because I did hang around with girls when I was a lot younger. Just, you know, that's me, that's my personality, for hanging out with girls. So yeah, no, I did get teased a bit about it, not that it bothered me at all.
What's your advice to guys wanting to come out?
I think it's more just like time, you know, what you do when you're ready. You know, I think it's easier for you to tell your friends than your family. I think I had a difficulty telling my mum and dad just because of the rough relationship I had with them. I think if you want to wait till you go to uni, for example, I think uni's a great place to do it. We're not saying, you know, you should wait at all. You know, we'd rather
if you feel it, say it. If you can.
Yeah. But uni was a great place for me. I think like because everyone's in the same boat. Everyone's coming to uni. Everyone's going to meet their own friends. It's all starting from scratch, and you just got to throw yourself into it. And I think the best thing to do is to be yourself and be true to yourself and be open with everyone and
do it in your own time.
Do it in your own time as well. But no one's going to judge you. And I think the best place like. It's like uni, for example, for me, just because I could be open with everyone and everyone was in the same time boat, so no one had a right to judge me.
And if they do judge you, then they're not your friends, and you don't need them.
Exactly. Do you think lads are weak for speaking out?
No, not at all. In reality, if you're a man and you're happy to cry in front of people and speak your emotions in a society where people are judgmental about men crying for some reason, even though it's fine, like everyone's human, then you're actually brave, like you're strong, you're the opposite of weak.
I don't think you're any different from a girl, you're crying or getting upset. If you have something to say, and the best thing to do is actually say it and tell someone and get the support you need at the end of the day. You know, if you're suffering from mental health, stress or anything, you ought to tell people how you're feeling rather than keep it bottled in, because it's only just going to get worse. And yeah, and
there's nothing wrong with crying or even saying your feelings, like it's okay, like it's actually good for you. Like,
I think lads do build up in their head as well a lot more than like what are people going to say if I speak out. What are people going to say? Like if I say, look, I have got mental health problems, why I am this, why I am that. But I don't think that's an issue. I don't think anyone else does think about that. At the end of the day, if you've got an issue, you do need to tell someone, and people are going to be there, especially family and friends, and they're there to support you. What's the worst thing someone has ever said to you?
I literally have no idea. I genuinely can't remember because I delete comments like that from my brain.
I think main things for me was like faggot, just random rubbish like that basically. Like obviously, just, you know,
words.
Yeah, when you're a 17, 16-year-old and you think you're cool and you start calling people those sorts of names, then you know you're not cool. But yeah, stuff just, you know, the odd tease, just name calls, just like that. That's what I mean. I don't think, like obviously when I was younger, like being more naive, I was a lot more upset about it, but when you get to our age, nothing hurts, does it?
Literally no. What's your advice to guys about mental health?
I just say personally, for me, if you are suffering from mental health, whether how big it is or how big you feel it is, the best thing to do is to speak out about it. Don't like keep it bottled in. And today, like I know how hard it is. Personally, I've had experience with mental health, and you don't necessarily want to go and tell someone. You especially don't want to go and tell someone because you want to tell someone who you can trust, and you know your friends might not be able to do that, especially in high school anyway. Because you know while they might seem your best friends at the time, you know the worst thing to happen is you know you to tell someone something that you wanted no one to know, and you know it suddenly gets spread around school. But
be careful who you choose.
Yeah, be careful who you choose. But there are people that will be there for you. Your family, regardless of what you think, you know, will be there for you. Your mum and dad will be worried about you and will want to support you and will want to listen to you. So do talk to them. If you can't, like, do talk to your friends as well as that.
Or teachers.
Or teachers. I think teachers is a good one as well. Like for me, when I suffer from mental health, and I had a bit of anxiety and depression through college, mainly just because of stress and some of the issues I had with my family. I think the best thing for me to do was tell my teacher, and I told my teacher, Miss Leopold, and basically she got me in touch with my GP. She came with me and everything, and then I got referred to CUMMINS, and then within 2 weeks, obviously, I then had an appointment with CUMMINS, and then I spoke to them, and you know, whatever, and then I had counselling from there, and it was quite a quick and easy process, and it is more simple, I think, than people realise.
Do you think social media is good or bad for young people?
I think if you use it for the right reasons, you know, social media does no harm.
It's fun.
It's fun, and it's where everything's going at the minute.
Yeah.
Though I think, you know, you have to realise what you're looking at and what you're following and what you're subscribing to, you know,
And
will promote things to you that, you know, might have an effect on, you know, the way you see yourself and everything else. And just take things with a pinch of salt, I think, sometimes. I think when, you know, people are posting... Yeah, I think when people are seeing pictures of celebrities posting themselves, you know, and models and everything else and stuff like that, like men look leaner and bigger and girls look skinnier and skinnier and taller by the second. And I just say, you know, while people might, you know, they might be advertising that sort of image to you, you know, that's not necessarily the image they're trying to say that people have to look like. And for me personally, you know...
And with Photoshop and stuff, like...
Yeah.
It's not 100%.
It's all
like,
it's exaggerated.
If they're the right age and you're going on the right kind of stuff and you're not taking it to the point where it's like addictive, like, I think social media's fine.
Have you ever suffered from mental health? So, I have, you haven't.
I've not suffered from mental health.
For me personally, yeah, I did suffer with mental health. Basically, you know, through my college years, I did have a bit of a rocky relationship with the parents. I think a lot of teenagers do. And basically, like, certain circumstances meant that my mental health went downhill, and I did suffer from depression and anxiety quite a bit, just because I felt like I was on my own a lot, and it was the stress of everything else, and school and college, and just, you know, I wanted to do well still, and I wanted to go to uni, and I wanted to do all this and that, and I think everything just came on top of me. But obviously I had the right people around me, and I kind of didn't know who to go to, but I did at the same time. You know, Miss Leopold, my geography teacher, was always asking how I was every day and stuff like that, and I didn't want to tell her straight away how I felt about it, but, you know, just one day I just clicked in my head and just thought, you know what, I need to tell someone. When I spoke to her, and then yeah, and then it helped.
I think one of the main reasons why I have not suffered from like a mental illness is because I just do like a lot of sports. So like whenever I'm feeling stressed, I'll be doing something like active just to kind of get my mind off it, and then like I'll get the feel good hormone, so like it'll like sort me out. So like if you are feeling stressed, my advice from a personal standpoint would be to go and do a bit of exercise, even if it's just walking.
Surround yourself with people.
Yeah, get busy. And if you're not a people person, go for a nice walk with your dog.
Who's the best person to talk to if you want to speak out about something, in your opinion?
In my opinion, your friends or your mum or your teachers were the best. It depends what it is. Just someone you trust.
I think it's not so much that people have to like worry about trusting people, because, like, you know, we don't want to put in your head that, you know, you now need to start writing a list of people and thinking like, who can I tell?
Right.
Because that's not the case. Like, you know, when we say just be a bit careful about who you trust, it's just because, you know, we know.
We don't want anything bad to happen.
We know things can get out of hand. But I'm telling you from experience that 99% of the time,
no one's that mean.
No one's that mean, and you know, people are there to listen. Everyone has gone through the same thing. Everyone is in the same boat.
We're all humans.
We're all humans, so.
And we can't help it if we get sad. So. People will be able to empathise with you. Like, empathy is a great trait of the human, of the Homo sapien.
The Homo sapien.
On that note, hasta luego, baby.
Thanks for watching!